Good morning. We will be starting now for our fourth year anniversary. I hope, you will enjoy.
Yes, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. My name is James Lynch, and I want to welcome you to the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation's 4th year anniversary, which we're celebrating, obviously, online. As the world became more chaotic and unstable, and as we've had to cope with now significant disruption in the world community, specifically in the Ukraine, and unstable economic conditions, as well as the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, we can see how deeply important it is to have an organization like the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. Again, I'm James Lynch, and I'm here on behalf of the Buddhist Council of New York. I'm the current president of the Buddhist Council of New York, and as a Rishoku Sakai member as well. But one thing I do want to stress, Venerable Nakagaki is going to come on in a little while, but one of the things I wanted to stress and note is that the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York is unique. In this time of global chaos, think about it. The Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation is a think tank for peace. We're thinking about the issues that are confronting the world today on how we can treat each other better, how we can revere the sacred nature of every human being, while at the same time maintaining our own individual dignity. And so we can't thank the Venerable Nakagaki for establishing this organization, for all the hands and all the other people who are supportive of this organization. But I personally know that this organization is beginning to change lives and changing, as I always think, changing destiny. So with that brief opening remarks, I want to respectfully turn it over to Venerable Nakagaki. Thank you so much.
Thank you, James. I hope you can see me okay. Yes, so we are very grateful for your presentations, and also, so I don't know whether it's you can see me, or I'm not too sure. Yes. Oh, okay, great. So welcome to the 4th year anniversary of this Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. ようこそ皆様。Well, although 4th year is a very good, after 3 years, then then we will continue for the next 10 years and 15 years. So which means this is a very good part, and I hope we will what do you call it? see the everyone to enjoying today, and also but at the same time, as the James mentioned, the world is getting so difficult to live now also. And for the Heiwa, peace, but so Hei in Japanese means equality, and so equally see all the lives, whether you likes and dislikes, and so that's essential. I feel like that's very essential. In a Buddhism, of course, there's the three poisons, what we call, so that three poisons is a basic creating a lot of problems. And so it teaches the antidote, but those three are called, greedy mind or greed, anger, and ignorance. And it also teaches the antidote to the greedy mind is a practicing charity or giving, dana in Sanskrit. And then antidote to anger and hatred is practicing compassion, loving kindness, and also antidote to the darkness of ignorance or stupidity is cultivating wisdom to see things as they are. And looking at the scene of the war in Ukraine, it seems like a hell painting created by a society lacks the spirit of altruism, the heart of caring for the happiness of others. And I believe antidote to wars and violence is to practice and cultivate mind of peace and harmony, Heiwa, and then based upon equality of all lives, both friends and enemies. Each life is precious and invaluable. With that, I would like to also start today is this morning I woke up, it was a full moon, and that was very wonderful. And then actually in a Buddhist tradition, Mahayana tradition, this is the time the Buddha's passing. And so many people passing these days from the, by the COVID-19 as well as wars. And so in a way, yeah, this is kind of a way to start the memorial. And because, pain and suffering guide us to the peace. Sometimes if you're peaceful, you don't have to say peaceful, but then the most of the time the reason why we have a peace foundation or Heiwa foundation is because we experience different suffering, pain, wars, violence, and all those things. That's why we need the peace. We know the value of the peace. So even that's the part of the human dignity, or even what do you call it in Buddhism we call maybe human karma we have. So but anyway, part of the observation today, I wanted to include those of the Buddha's Nirvana things. So I wanted to start with this way of things with a singing, including some song from there, and which is basically the impermanence of life we're talking about. And even Buddha passed away and surrounded all the different creatures, everybody. And so that means, we're not talking about human lives, but all of the lives that we have. And then we just create loving kindness to all and peace and harmony with all together. So with that, I wanted to start. And then maybe I may not introduce each interface part. So they will be followed by interface prayer for today. And so we will have, right now, I would like to just introduce, because right after that, I hope you'll be able to, all the religious leaders can lead the prayer. First, the one that I have right now, I hope everybody's here. And if you hear your name, please be ready. Okay, so first, Dr. Remi Alapo, Venerable Rifa, Reverend Dr. Ouida Joi Cooper-Rodriguez, Guruji, Dileepji, sorry, Dileepji, and Imam Mohammed Shahidullah, and Queen Mother Dolores Breakery, and Dr. Kirpal Singh. So those are the speaker, the prayer that we're going to have for the interface part. So let me start with sharing the Nirvana painting, and also this is a way to maybe you can do the meditation as well. And the singing, this one has a song included that was sung by Lulla LayLa. So okay, so and then the picture painting that you see is actually from the Hiroshima temple in Hiroshima, Saikozenji. Reverend Danjo will show up later on, but that's from his temple, 320 years old painting. You will see. And let me just start with the meditation, and so. So now we have interface prayer. I wonder, is Remi is here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, great, great. Thank you. And yeah, so let me, if you can start of your prayer now. And so I'm very grateful that you are able to join us today. Let's see. Okay, if you don't mind, can you also you representing African this time, but American, and you're director of the Institute of Peace and Leadership, and an organization located in Brooklyn and so forth. So I'm gonna put this one in the chat, so we'll save a little time for introduction. But welcome, thank you for joining, and I put in chat for that detail. Okay, please.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Peace and blessings to you all. Thank you, Reverend TK Nakagaki, for your invitation, and happy 4th year anniversary to Heiwa Peace Foundation. Praying that you're all doing well amidst what is going on around the world. I would like to offer a short prayer, and it's actually a Christian prayer, but I'm going to recite it in my language of Yoruba, and it's a prayer of unity, a prayer of forgiveness, a prayer of bringing people together, which Reverend TK Nakagaki has done today. And let us pray. Baba wa tí ń bẹ ní ọ̀run, ká bọ̀wọ̀ fún orúkọ rẹ, kí ìjọba rẹ tó dé. Tìrẹ ni kí a ṣe ní ayé, bí a ti ń ṣe ní ọ̀run. Dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa jì wá, bí a ti ń dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jì àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ wá. Má fà wá sínú àdánwò, gbà wá lọ́wọ́ bìlísì. Torí ìjọba ni tìrẹ, agbára ni tìrẹ, ògo ni tìrẹ. Láéláé, àmín, àmín, àmín. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Remi. And now we will have Reverend Venerable Rifa from the Chinese tradition and of the Buddhism. And so, Venerable Rifa, are you able to do the prayer now? Can you?
Everybody here?
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. He's
Thank you.
Yeah, Vice President
TK.
also of the Buddhist Council New York and advisor of the Heiwa Foundation as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me to attend the 4 years University of Heiwa Peace Foundation. Like peace is really important for everybody in the world, especially today, the war in Ukraine. We pray peace. We hope the peace will spread to everywhere around the world and stop the war. I will singing, chanting the songs in Chinese Buddhism. In Chinese, that means we pray peace, cultivate peace, and in Buddhist wisdom, the peace will spread for everywhere around the world. So,
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, Reverend Dr. Ouida Joi Cooper-Rodriguez, and so she's the ordained interfaith minister. So I hope.
I am here.
Are you there? Okay.
Yes.
I hope this one,
Greetings, brothers and sisters, and congratulations to TK and the Heiwa community, supporters, and friends. Mm-hmm. I am honored to join you in the name of peace from the interfaith tradition, one of radical acceptance, unconditional love, and honoring all religions, spiritual paths, and sacred traditions. And I honor my African American, my Native American First Nation, and European ancestors. Let us pray. O great spirit, divine essence, we ask that peace may shower down upon our planet, touching every heart, comforting those who are suffering and in pain. In places of war and unrest, we shower down peace. We shower down peace upon our world leaders, the leaders of our world, the leaders in our world. May peace prevail on earth. We speak all the holy names of all the holy ones. May peace prevail on earth. From the directions of north, south, east, and west, above from the heavens, below from the earth, and from within each of us, may peace prevail on earth. May we walk in peace, speak peace, love in peace, embrace each other in peace, and may we be the peace we seek. I rest in the knowing that this prayer and all of our prayers today bring peace. Peace is here. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, for the peace that surpasses all understanding. I close this prayer by saying, and so it is, Amen, Amin, blessed be, Ashe, Aho, Shalom, Om Shanti. May peace prevail on earth. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And great for you to be able to join us today. Thank you, Reverend Ouida. And now Guruji, Guruji Dileepkumar, and so I know you are there, right?
I am here.
Yes.
Om Trayambakam Yamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Purvarikumiya Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshayamamrita Om Sarvesham Sustir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा गच्छेत् दुःखभाग् भवेत् वसतो मा सत्कमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ तत्सत् Namaste everyone. It is my great pleasure and honor to join and celebrate our baby Heiwa Foundation's 4th birthday celebration. And TK also had a birthday celebration earlier. So as a partner of this organization, I enjoy to see the growth of this organization in different levels, bringing peace and interfaith harmony. I'm happy so many friends I'm seeing from interfaith or religious or NGO community from different parts of the world, especially brothers and sisters from Japan. At the midnight there, they're waking up and joining with us. And I want to say a special thanks to Reverend Dr. T.K. Nakagaki and Heather and James Lynch, this team of trustees. They are the souls for this organization. I hope we can do more and bring peace and harmony around the globe. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Great, always great to have you. And then the Guruji is our one of the religious advisor for the Heiwa Foundation as well. So I appreciate it very much. And then next we will have Imam Muhammad Shahidullah. I know you are here, I believe. So Freud is here, and then you're another advisor of that too. Imam?
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanata wa fil akhirati hasanata wa qina azaban nar. Rabbi ghfir warham wa anta khairur rahimin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Thank you so much, and this is a historical moment for the Heiwa Reconciliation Foundation. I want to say thank you on behalf of Interfaith Center of USA, the Dr. T.K. Nakagaki, always smiling face, and he did a lot of program in the last couple of years. And before I saw, he also involved a lot of community and interfaith, even in New York City and Japan and as well. And this is very challenge, like to keep continue like one organization and try to establish like the mission and vision and try to reach like the destination. And we wish always the T.K. Nakagaki's health, and he will reach out like, the Heiwa Peace Foundations, the destination. And we always with Heiwa Foundation, and we always with Dr. T.K. Nakagaki. Thank you so much to giving the opportunity to share the prayer and my, the wish. And thank you so much all interfaith leaders, those are listening and watching right now and later. May Allah bless everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, Imam. And it's always great to have you. And next we'll have Mother Queen. I don't know whether I can see her here or not. Is she here today?
She is not here. I didn't see her.
Oh, okay. Maybe something is not working. Well, anyway, then let me move on. The next, so Kirpal Singh, and so if you can be the next prayer.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for joining from the Sikh community, which is very wonderful to have you here today.
Thank you, Dr. Nakagaki. Thank you for inviting the Sikhs to participate. And congratulations on the 4th anniversary of Heiwa, Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. I'm the president of the Sikh Foundation of Central Florida. And so greeting on behalf of them, Sat Sri Akal. Guru Nanak's opening words are in the Sikh scripture, Ik Onkar Sat Nam Kartapur Nirbhav Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saibhang Gurprasad. Then he says, meditate on these words and says, Ad Sach, Jugad Sach, Happy Sach, Nanak, Hosi Bhi Sach. You see the picture of Guru Nanak behind me, and his mission was peace and reconciliation, very similar to the foundation's work. And he taught about oneness of God and oneness of creation, and emphasized that God lives within the creation, not outside the creation. So to worship God or worship reality or whatever you want to call is really to love your neighbor like yourself and also the rest of the creation, because we are all interdependent on each other, and we can create heaven or hell right over here depending upon our actions. So our actions speak louder than the words. So for peace and reconciliation, the central piece for him is your action now, here and now. So let's pray. Beloved Creator, thank you for our lives. Thank you for this net of interdependence, your creation. Help us to realize you are in it, and you are always watching upon us. Save us from the threats of nuclear war and bring reconciliation in all parts of the world wherever conflicts are, including Ukraine and Russian conflict, so that we can all have peaceful coexistence. Thank you. Nanak Nam Chardi Kala Tere Pani Sarvata Phala. What it means is Nanak reminds us, as long as we remember we are the children of the same creator and live in harmony with each other, we will enjoy the peaceful coexistence. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you for this opportunity to participate with you. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Singh. So now I just wanted to also have a little singing. This is a song by Shinji Harada, who we introduce later, but this is music for sorry, Amazing Grace that he will sing. But at the same time, I just wanted to announce, probably many people try to support, and so there are some organizations collecting money to support the Ukraine people, and especially like refugee status and all those difficult time people facing. So if you like to support, there is a group that we working together many times before. Actually, Lions Club is something that they don't take any money of your donations, so directly 100% to support, and then they have a local places. So I just put in a chat about the I'm Japanese American part of the community, so also I just wanted to maybe encourage, if this is part of the Dana giving too, and the Japanese American Lions Club, they're also collecting the money. That's I put in a chat, but if you like, you can donate there as well. And JAA is that's actually CO located at the JAA office, Japanese American Association office right now, but that's a Lions Club, JLCC, 49 West 45th Street, 11th floor, New York, New York 10036. But anyway, so that's just information that I wanted to share. That's in the chat. So and also now would like to have the Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, the same of praise like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my fears relieve. Oh, 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 how precious dear the grace not here, the hour I first began. Dangers, toys and snares, we have afraid to come. Oh, 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 'twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us on. When we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as a sun with no less days to sing God's praise. Then when we've first begun, yes, yes, wow.
Okay, well, thank you, Shinji-san. And I didn't share his bio here, but like to share in a chat also. Shin-san, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
すみません。今日はライブでありがとうございます。Thank you. The Japan should be, I don't know, kind of late.
Yeah, midnight.
So, but I'm very grateful you were able to join us today. And so thank you so much. And
Thank you.
so let me also, he's a musician, as you see. And he's a Hiroshima Peace Culture Ambassador and a board member of the Heiwa Foundation. And so yeah, probably he doesn't need much of an introduction, but yet we have been a good friend for a long time now. Seems like started working together with the Hiroshima Nagasaki Day, and so we're very fortunate to have him visiting here from Japan, and he brought some message for peace for today. So Shinji-san, お願いします. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Congratulations on 4th year anniversary. I'm Shinji Harada, musician. As a singer-songwriter, I continue to perform live overseas based in Tokyo. Born in Hiroshima, I have been transmitting my feelings for peace to the world through my music and peace concerts. And in recent years, I have been continuing live performances and speeches at the United Nations. I participate in this meeting, and I'm working hard to convey this feeling to the world. It's a crisis in Ukraine right now, and please listen to an urgent message about it after this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move now. Thank you.
Okay, so じゃあ今シェアしたらいいですね。はい。では、
はい。
Let me share his message. He also recorded at the same time. So make sure he wanted to make clear everything what he wanted to share here. So let me share this now.
To immediately stop the atrocities of Russian troops against Ukraine, the Secretary General of the United Nations and the core members must organize a ceasefire troops and immediately enter Kiev to stop the invasion of Russian troops. In addition, the Secretary General of the United Nations should request Mr. Kirill, the top of the Russian Orthodox Church, to immediately enter Kiev and stop the invasion of Russian troops. Please, everyone involved, please take the action like that. First, stop the invasion of the Russian army. It is outrageous that the invasion continues even during the ceasefire negotiations. There should be no sacrifice for people. Moreover, there should be no sacrifice for children. Immediately call on the Russian army to stop the murder of those who are more influential than Putin.
Okay. どうもありがとうございます。Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining. And later, I'll play some songs for at the lunchtime also. So thank you so much. And now, Tomiko-san, are you available now?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good.
You look in different directions, but it's okay.
先生、やっぱり私も90歳ですからね、ハイテクにやっぱりちょっと弱いですよね。
She's 90 years old now. Congratulations. And actually, she's the same age as my father, too. So this high technology is very, very difficult, but yet she was able to come in today, and so it was wonderful to have you here. And she's a hibakusha, the survivor in an atomic bomb in Hiroshima. And so I'll put up again for her bio too, but simply she has been supporting, Heiwa Foundation. She's one of the board member too. And so she used to teach the schools for children, especially. So that's probably one of her concern as well. But she was only 13 years old when the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, August 6, 1945. But somehow she's alive here for until 90 years old now, so which is wonderful. But at the same time, her wish always try to bring the peace as long as she lives. So thank you. じゃあお願いします。
日本語でいいんですか？
いや、どちらでも英語で全然いいです。いや、English is fine.
English might be better, yes.
Yes.
My name is Tomiko Morimoto West, and I was only 13 years old when atomic bomb was dropped, and so the wrinkles I have on my face, I earned it. But however, I totally work for world peace, and what's happening in Ukraine is unforgivable. But I just want to say thank you for everyone for participating in this, and I make my speech very short because I have somebody coming to pick me up to do the tanka So I'm very sorry for my brief message, but let us all work for peace. And so this will be my message. And as I always end my speech by saying that when you leave your home, please, hug your family and tell them you love them, because you may not see them again, with the bomb and things. However, thank you so much for listening and for working. Shinji さん、お久しぶりです。じゃあ、ありがとうございました。Thank you.
Thank you so much. ありがとうございます。いや、今日は短歌もね、いろいろな短歌を作っていただきましてありがとうございます。Thank you. So anyway, we're always very grateful for the Tomiko-san join us, and I thank you so much for your wonderful work. And then also she's one of the person who's always bring the happy feeling also, but bring peaceful. I think the peace should begin with yourself, and then she practiced that, although in spite of all those difficult past experience she has. And so I think that's the very important part. So thank you so much. And this time, I think we will have next speaker. But originally, the James Lynch, who spoke at the very beginning, will be speaking here. And so, but I forgot. Maybe at least before I forget, I just wanted to thank him, and he has to go, so he went. But at the same time, at least I will send the his bio before we go to the next speakers. But yeah, so it's in a chat as well. So he was he's also the vice chair of the Heiwa Peace Reconciliation Foundation New York, as well as the board members. And so I'm very grateful that he was able to spoke already. And his practice is a Buddhism. He's a president of Buddhist Council New York right now. And then he shared, his practice also Rishoko Sekai, the Buddhism, and but so many parts that he has been contributing. And so I thank you, James. And so next I would like to have Venerable Souken Danjo from Japan. The picture that I show from the Nirvana Day, the very beginning one, the Buddha's passing, that's from his temple. And so I would like to have Danjo Sensei to appear here now. Danjo さんいらっしゃいますかね。名前はあるので。
はい。聞こえますか？
はい、聞こえます。どうもありがとうございます。Thank you very much for joining. And let me put his bio before I do it. But then he's a chief priest of the Saikozenji temple of the Rinzai tradition, Myoshinji-ha. And then his temple is in Hiroshima. And so we've been coming many part of the occasion that we have. So I'm very grateful that he was able to come today. So he will speak, but also he has a great song that I feel like is very appropriate. So I wanted him to be able to also share his song, the call I Love You mantra. And so I just we like some people. Yeah, he sang that before, but then that was wonderful. A lot of people, especially this time of the difficult time, we need those wonderful messages. Simple but yet very, very profound, I think.
Thank you, everybody. And Harada さん、素晴らしい曲ありがとうございました。いろんな意味で私も広島生まれなんで、特に平和についてはもう幼少期の頃からいろいろ感じるものがあります。 私のおば様もおじ様も被爆であって亡くなってますね。まだ10代ですけれども。
Let me translate. So, yeah, thank you, Shinji Harada-san, and wonderful music, and I very enjoy very much. And I was also born in Hiroshima, so Hiroshima is very, very connected, and my uncles and auntie, I think, they also passed away, killed by the atomic bombs. And so there is the message for the peace is something that I always wanted to share with other people.
まあいろんな意味で、私は平和について考える中の66歳になってますけれども、やはり心の、はい。
So I'm 66 years old and yeah, thinking of the peace now.
でも心というところを出発点に置くと、やはり一つは I love you か I love money か、そこに、私たちは意識をこう持っていく生き方になってるんじゃないかなと思うことがあります。
So if you're talking about the mind or heart, so we have two things that we go. One is mind of money, and the other one probably is the love. I love you. So those two spiritual things, I guess. So there are two things that our mind lean towards those things.
でもこれも2つとも意味が深いと思うんですけれど、どちらも大事だと思います。
I think both are very profound meaning. Yeah, important for understand both of them.
ただ、I love you の世界は首から下の世界。I love money はひょっとして首から上かもしれません。
The world of I love you is the underneath of our body. I mean, our neck, the body, other part of the body. But then maybe I love money part maybe belong to the top of your head, head parts.
なぜかというと、もし皆さんが自分で自分の心臓を止めることができるという方は手を挙げてみてください。
So how many of you can stop your heart now? We can probably, right?
1日に10万回も動いてくれてるありがたい心臓です。
So millions of times the heart is moving per day. So I was very grateful for that.
でも誰も自分の心臓を止めることはできません。
So, but we can't control our own heart.
自分だと感じているのはここから首から上だけだと思いますが。
I think most of the time this is me, meaning we're thinking on a head.
私が大好き、私が素晴らしいというのもそれも大事なんですけれど、でもそれ以上に自分を支えてもらっている首から下の世界。
It's important to have the feeling of I'm very important, or other people are important in your brain or mind here on the top of your head, but also very important to realize to appreciate the people, the bottom side, which is the recognize all of the different people supporting your existence.
常に I love you の意識がこの心のハートの中にあるから、心臓の中で I love you, I love you と私のために鼓動してくれてる。そういうふうに感じ取っていただければと思います。
I hope you take this as you have a heart here, and then the heart is beating and saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. And so that's the very essential of our existence, I
believe. そういう思いでですね、私は自分の体も含めてこの地球すべての生き物すべてにかけてですね、スタートは I love you だという思いで、I love you マンタラ。
This I love you should be probably also including myself, but yet have much more bigger part. So I love you to all of the living beings. And so that's the universal love, maybe start from yourself and to the universe. So this is a song called I made called I Love You Mantra.
I love you, 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 I love you. I love you. I love you, my family. I love you, my friend. I love you, my mother. I love you, my father. I love you, everybody. I love you, my children. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. Rasta together. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you. どうも。
はい、どうもありがとうございました。いや、また、いや、素晴らしいと思います。本当に。
いやいやいや。
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. And so I hope you are able to sing together with him. And so it's a simple song, but yet I think is a profound meaning. Yeah, sometimes simple one is the most difficult one to practice also. Maybe peace is one of them too. We love peace, we want to have peace, but yet it's so difficult to practice at the same time. So, well, thank you again. And now I would like to have, oh, sorry, I think, sorry, I just do a little technical things right now, but next I would like to have Mr. Jim Ruth. He's the board member of the Heiwa Foundation. And also, I put in his chat. He sent me the long sort of a bio. So I have to be shortened. I don't know. I hope you like it okay. But yeah, he's moving to New York when he was 36 years old. And at the, 36 years ago. Sorry. And at the age of 22, and Jim was hired as a first Japanese-speaking American manager of Daiwa Bank. And so that's a relation to Japanese parts. And also, he was the James J. Drury Luce Foundation, the supporting the young global leadership that's he has been doing, and it began 2008. He's also the founder and president of the New York Global Leaders of Lions Club, with the emphasis on the service to humanity. So I hope this is good. Jim, are you there?
I am here.
Great.
Good morning.
You look very nice.
My name is Jim, and I'm here in New York. And as Reverend TK said at the beginning, this is our 4th anniversary. I'm very, very excited. I congratulate Reverend TK Nakagaki on his success in pulling together a group of people from around the world. I'm actually, yes, going to a Lions Club function after this, so I'm all dressed up. So I would have looked nice for you this morning, but I'm looking especially nice today. Sunday morning, I'm usually in a sweater and sweatpants, but I wanted to share from my living room on Roosevelt Island that as he mentioned, through my mother's legacy, I created a network of orphan care around the world. But I came to my interfaith and peace-loving heritage because basically my grandmother, my mother's mother, was both a racist and a xenophobe. She had grown up with slaves, and her children had been in World War I and World War II. And she advised me as a child that I needed to avoid Germans and Japanese because Germans and Japanese were deeply evil, and I should never, ever have connection with them. And as a child, that didn't make sense to me. I couldn't imagine how a people could be evil. And I went out of my way to become an exchange student in high school to spend a year in Germany with AFS. And then I was able to spend 2 years in Japan studying at Waseda University. And of course, I discovered that people are not evil. They can have perhaps bad leaders. Right now, the average Russian perhaps is misled, but I don't think the average Russian is evil. People simply can have bad leaders. And here in the United States, we've been blessed by many good leaders. But in the past, we've also had a few bad ones, even quite recently. So you can't really blame people for that. I'm actually working with Chinese colleagues, and we've decided not to discuss our governments because they have no control over their government, and the Tibet issue in Taiwan and whatnot, they have no control over. So we just decided to live in peace and let our governments do what they can, and we try to influence our governments, but we can only do so much. So today I just wanted to mention that Orphans International is very, very interfaith, and we are working with Muslim children in Indonesia and Bangladesh, Hindu children in India and Bali, Buddhist kids in Tibet and Sri Lanka, children following African traditions in Haiti and the Maasai tribe in Tanzania, Catholic kids in Panama and the Philippines, and Protestant kids in Sulawesi, Indonesia, and Tanzania. So that's quite exciting for me to be involved. And next month I will be in India as we break ground for a school, an orphanage, and a health clinic for what were formerly called untouchable children in India, the Dalit community in Bihar, which is the poorest province in India. And I come to my international work and I embrace Heiwa's mission because it is just so important for us all to do what we can locally and internationally to hold hands and build bridges. And I salute Heiwa's Foundation's attempts to make the world a smaller place. And through all of our love and energy and compassion, we can indeed help humanity reach a place where we stop killing each other and embrace each other as brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak with you this morning.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it very much. And I just wanted to tell you how important, how grateful that I am that you're sharing your own experience and messages. And so we do have a stereotype in certain ways, and we are attached to that view. And then if you start seeing everything, you never be able to change anything. So open-minded is something that we always wanted to keep in our mind. So thank you so much, and thank you. And as I mentioned, I guess he's also the board member of the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. So be grateful for your contributions and supports and everything that you do. So thank you. Okay, now I would like to have Mr. Furumoto-san. We've been know each other for 28 years almost, and so I'm very grateful that he can make it today. And it's very important. I believe his experience can tell so many things, I guess, because he was, of course, born in camp, Japanese, the segregation camp in a Tool Lake, and so then he was, of course, moved to New York, and but he also served the military, but at the same time, Vietnam and so forth, Vietnam. So he has some problem after that, but yet he overcomes some of the difficulties and so forth, and so many things, very important part of his life. And he's a chairperson or board members of the Japanese American Association, and he recently received the Ambassador Award at the Japanese Council General in New York residence. So, Furumoto-san, お願いします。
Thank you,
Thank you.
Reverend Nakagaki. Greeting to the world. Today, with a Zoom, we speak to people around the world. As James spoke at the outset, Heiwa Foundation is more important than ever. We need to propagate peace. Reverend Nakagaki has been very proactive for the last 28 years. We met 28 years ago, and we have been commemorating August 5th, Heiwa Nagasaki commemoration together with Interfaith Religious Group. At that time, we read Peace Declaration of Mayor of Hiroshima. Peace Declaration is the word of hibakushas, but they say not to repeat what happened to us. That is their word, and as you know, the hibakushas are dying because the atomic bomb was dropped in August 1945. They're getting up there in age. And today, we had Tomiko West speak of her experience. And also Shinji Harada from Hiroshima sang. He sings peace throughout the world. Really appreciate his work. And today she's not here with us, but Michi Takeuchi, she's the chairman of Hiroshima Kai currently, and she had taken 5 years to make the film of the Nobel Peace winner, Setsuko Thoreau, about her proactive role in the United States. It is so important that even though it is a grassroots movement, it's like moving a single pebble in order to make a mountain. But each pebbles, like Tomiko West, Shinji, Harada, Michi, Takeuchi, and proactive work done by Reverend Nakagaki for past 28 years is so important. Also, today, it was nice to hear the priest from Japan singing love song, not above your head, but below your head through heart. I remember going to Hiroshima, Japan, when President Obama visited to pay respect in Hiroshima. And at that time, after 65 years, I got back to my old alma mater, Gion Elementary School, and talked about war and peace. And this class is 5th and 6th graders, 11, 12 years old. And I was really, really astounded. Not only that, I was amazed of their maturity. And I was asked by one of the students after the talk, Mr. Furumoto, what do you think of Heiwa? How do you build Heiwa? And I said, well, it was a very difficult question to answer. And I said, well, what do you think? And he says, oh, Mr. Furumoto, it is so easy. You just go next person to you, like kid next to me, and be friend with them. And you adults think too hard. I believe more than ever, we need education when they were small in elementary school, junior high school, to talk about peace and war and how to combat something horrible. As Reverend Nakagaki mentioned, I've been impacted by war all my life. I was born in incarceration camp because of the war. Our family and myself were locked there for 4 years for no reason because of the war. Right after the release from the camp, our family has gone back to Hiroshima, Japan, because our grandparents lived there, both sides. My mother, my father. My mother's side was only 2 miles near the Hiroshima station, close to the epicenter. And my father's side, where I lived, was about 7 miles. And all my classmates were hibakusha. And I understand the after effect of atomic bomb and the war. Like I mentioned, I served in Vietnam, and I came home with not only PTSD, but also I came home with exposure to Agent Orange. It's not like nuclear weapon or radiation, but very similar to it. A lot of us Vietnam vets are suffering from it. And also napalm was also dropped in innocent people. All this history must be told so that it will not be repeated again. And events like today is so vital to tell the story of the past history through hibakusha, through music, through events. And I really thank Reverend Nakagaki for doing this past 28 years, being very proactive. Like I said, it's like moving each pebble in order to reach a mountain. But we cannot give up here. We must continue our efforts. And thank you again, Reverend Nakagaki, for your 4th year Heiwa Peace Reconciliation Foundation. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Wonderful talks and speech, and very insightful. And we all need to learn from the past. Somehow, I feel like sometimes, I mean, I don't know whether it's the United States or not, but that seems like a lot of people not care for the history, but the history is something that we need to learn so that we don't repeat the same mistakes. But also, there's so many things that we should be know. Otherwise, we'll continue the same cycle of war and peace and war and peace, whatever. So I hope that we stop. Now here, I would like to conclude with the speech part, and thank you so much. I know the time is running, so but I think everybody is giving such a wonderful talks and insightful, what do you call it? Give us many insight. I hope this is so. I'm very grateful for all of you who are sharing the talk, and as well as the prayers and music. And here, actually, we, Heiwa Foundation also has a peace band, what we call Heiwa Peace Heiwa Peace Band. And so this is, I just wanted to share one of the music from Tinsaku no Hana. So I hope you enjoy the song. So now, yeah, Rino-san, yeah, thank you. So she'll be working today with, behind the scene, many things for spotlighting and so forth. And also, this month, her birthday too. Happy birthday to you. And now let's do the, yeah, so to explain a little bit about the Heiwa Peace Band as well as probably music parts. And then, well, I mean, I'll explain the Heiwa Peace Band, so we're just getting together for the music. So that's basically I just send it to the bio there. So if you like, you can see it. So we try to bring the peace music when we have a different events, and every time I have to ask somebody else to do it. Maybe that would be good to have our own, so that if we have the piece music, we can create our own. So that's how we decide to start together for the Heiwa Peace Band. And so that was so Rino-san is vocal, and then Sanshin, Okinawa music, the instrument, and then Hiroshi Kono is a guitar, and Sonny Ochiai is Sanshin, Jun Nakanishi is percussion, and myself do play the bass. Anyway, so thank you.
Okay. I'm Rino Tiara, and Secretary of Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York since 4 years ago. This organization was founded. So we are glad to celebrate this occasion with all we loved. So I'm vocal in the Heiwa Peace Band. This song, Tinsaku no Hana, is an old folk song and didactic song that has been handed down in Okinawa. Tinsaku refers to impatience balsa. The red impression was used by girls to dye their nails. In the lyrics of this song, it is sung to dye the teaching of parents in the heart, just as the red flowers of impressions dye their nails. Also, we would love to dye the prayer of peace. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. どうもありがとうございました。And actually, from here with more like a celebration part, I know some people might have to leave 12 o'clock, like getting hungry too, everyone. So maybe you can, I mean, we'll have a light lunch or, the kind of informal, a little more informal from now. And so I would like to, but at the same time, at the beginning, I try to play the things that I made, but it seems like a half work, and it doesn't half work. I mean, others are a little bit strange that what happened to. But then so at the same time, we are also try to do the best that we can, and so I just want you to know what we have been doing the last year and previous year 2021, 20, some of the parts of 22. But although we have coronavirus and not many things could be done, but yet we did a lot of things actually through the internet and online. And so maybe you can see. I just wanted to show very short what do you call it, the video that we create for today. And so that's the same one as the very beginning, but then some people probably missed it. So I just wanted to share it now. And then also I would like to ask for your kind donation if you can. So that's also available. That's and actually I forgot to mention myself, but in my right or left this way. So there's a little mark. I mean the little QR code. If you click it, you can go to donate actually. So anytime if you wanted to do, you can do that too. But yeah, we do have a little difficult time. I mean, all of us too anyway. But then if you can, any amount, anything, it would be very appreciative. And so that we can continue to our work and not, yeah. So hope you can help us. And well, actually, in a Buddhist practice, charity or giving itself is also helping for your greed. Some people who are greedy mind, you just take, and then possess and not to give. So in a way, by offering the monies or offering your help and physical and all those things are very, very essential for giving. So hopefully you can help us out. So with that, I just wanted to show the film that I made. Okay. So yeah, all speakers, I would like to also appreciate those people who are able to join us today. And you see the talks that we have. And then now it's a third one, celebration, Zoom only, and then partially. And then bring your food, bring everything that you have so that you can enjoy. This year we have more activities. You're the best one who always help us. So here is an activity that we have. And interface gathering, various interface gathering we sponsor. And this is an intra-gathering, so among the Buddhist and so forth. And we have a video started, so we have different also conference and parliament world traditions within Harada. And swastika is one of the Nakagaki that we mentioned is very important. It created the nuclear weapons, so peace program. So anyway, so here we are, the 4th anniversary, and hope you enjoy. And this is a QR code that I mentioned, so you can just share like this with a phone, and then you can go to the donation site directly. And so I thank you very much for watching it and joining, and for today's part of anniversary celebration. So I thank you so much. So now I think it's time I don't know, maybe we just change a little bit of the program. I just wanted to report it, some of the things, but what we do. But I think Jun-san may have to go or not. I don't know. But maybe we can start with a little Kanpai first, if we can.
Okay.
And we have some presentation or explanation of it. How was that? And then later we have also still there are many some more program that we have, and we're going to show also like a video from the swastika documentary film we are making. I mean, actually we are helping. So they are going to show some of the part what's happening to the documentary film also. And we do have a MOU agreement also for the memorandum of understanding with the International Buddhist Center, Education Center. So some of the things are coming up more, but then I think maybe why don't we start with the celebration so that still more people are here. And but if you can stay, please stay as much as you can and bring your food, and you can prepare now, cooking, bring some of the food on the table so we can, share the meals together. And possibly we're planning to have kind of music, and then Shinji-san also contributes some music here too, so we'll play that later. Okay, so Jun-san, I'll be ready.
Okay.
And, everybody should bring the cups. Do you have glasses or the something ready to? I do have a little Japanese kind of masu. Oops.
Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji no.
From the restaurant.
Yeah. Here is the Kanpai spots.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank Thank you very much to everyone for joining us today for our 40th anniversary. It's been a quick 4 years, although last 2 years been kind of slow with the pandemic, but I'm glad we're here. Now, looking at today's world, especially what's happening in Ukraine, I think the meaning of peace and reconciliation would only increase from now on, especially. And to that end, I think there's so much more our foundation can do for the world peace and peace of our inner selves. Okay, well, anyway,
to tell you about the Jun Nakanishi is a board member of the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. So I appreciate very much for your supporting our events. I mean, our organization and all the programs, everything too. So I thank you so much.
Right, and I also play the percussion for Heiwa Peace Band with Reno and Kenji-san. Anyway, I'd like to take this occasion to propose a toast for our future, and also to wish for the world peace, and also to show appreciation for Mr. Dr. Nakagaki for leading, for working tirelessly for the last 4 years to bring this organization to where we are right now. So anyway, so here's to peace and Kanpai to everyone.
Kanpai.
Kanpai, toast.
You all.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. はい、どうもおめでとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Happy birthday.
So yeah, thank you. So so we'll continue anyway if you are able to join. And also, I was wondering whether we also bought the cake. So maybe I can bring the cake now too. I don't know. Heather, are you there? Anyway, it seems like not really ready yet. So we just continue. So thank you for waiting for all those of time. But so let me share the video now from the documentary film that I mentioned. Because so this is very important part of the foundation to because the dialogue is actually first of all very, very important because you know sometimes we just decide everything but then by our own way, but that's also good too. But yet when you have a dialogue you have more wider view. And sometimes even like what's happening in a situation now could be much more many other way, hopefully, to bring some answer, some of the solution that we could bring. So and so the dialogue need respect. And also one of the things is the swastika. Normally people think that's the evil symbol, but yet Hitler never says swastika even, actually. He always used the word Hakenkreuz or Fruchtkreuz. And that's not the words of the swastika. Swastika itself is a Sanskrit term, and which comes from the, like Buddhism or Hindus, Jains, or many Dharmic traditions use as a very sacred symbol. And so that was somehow misused, or and so that's but then somehow people cannot accept, this has to be evil and nothing else. But yet it's not possible. I mean, it is a symbol for over 2,000 years in this universe or Earth at least. And so I just wanted to share. This is a movie called Manji, and so this Manji is the one that. Just a very, very short one though. Youseuke Kiname, and then he's a Japanese person, and also Adam Weissman, so he's a Jewish person, and so both are working together to create this film. They're both 30s, so young fellow, and so I hope you enjoy. Also, there's some explanation I received from them too, so I just wanted to share this too. So director Youseuke Kiname, he sent me the email saying that this is what he wrote. Thank you for joining today, and congratulations to the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York for your 4th year anniversary. My apologies in advance for being unable to participate, but I hope everyone is having a wonderful time. As you know, Adam and I have been working hard to complete the Manji documentary, and we thank you all for your support. With your support, we have been able to add original score, properly color correct the movie, and also sound mix audio so that final film is even more polished than before. This trailer is comprised of excerpts from the documentary, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you again. For looking forward to updating you about the completion of the film in a near future. So let me share the film, just short parts of it now. Let me see. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay, I have to share the screen first, sorry. Okay. Okay. Here come. Petra took this symbol from the East. One of the speech, he mentioned it. I mean, swastika is a word from the Sanskrit. Nothing to do with the anti-Semitism, actually. That when you go to Japan, if you see the swastika, we don't even surprise anything because it was there like 1400 or 1500 years. So the point is basically, this swastika is all over the place. When the people say swastika is evil symbol, I feel very sad too. Why do you have to treat the good symbol as that way?
I can understand that it's a misappropriation of another tradition's symbol, but it's used for nefarious purposes.
Do I need to negotiate the symbol, or do I need to just let it be? On one side it's really violent, and on another side it's peaceful, and there it is.
The question is, what's the cost of having what you want? Because oftentimes it's not that the thing you want isn't good. It's just that it's too damn expensive. And even more challenging, it's usually some other guy who's paying the price. And that's a real problem.
So this is also the dialogue. So memorandum understanding with the two organizations, and so I just wanted to maybe share the kind of a certificate, between us. So we're basically helping each other, and it's the educational parts of the organization, and so we can work together. So let me just also share again to the this what do you call it, certificate that we exchange. I don't know how you can see this way. So this is the certificate that we have exchanged. So the memorandum understanding between International Buddhist Education Center, and it's in Myanmar, and then the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. So we have been actually working on a different program before for like a couple, through the online, but so we'll be helping each other, and so that way we have some what do you call it, more intra-activity interface or interface, and then so yeah, I think it's great to be able to spread our own friendship, as the I guess Takefurumoto-san mentioned about simply the the students talk about the friendship. So we hope we'll create more friendly relationship with other organizations as well. So anyway, I just wanted to share some of the things. And then Piya, or the Venerable Sohita, is the president, and then so we'll have that. Okay, so anyway, so we are doing a lot of different things like that, and I hope yeah, that will bring the more understanding. So let's start with a little party now, I guess.